gon' burn it down. Burn it down. We gon' burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit.
It's murder. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
I killed it. I killed it.
I killed it, it's murder.
अवेलेबल एट द soulstore.com एंड अगर आपको ये खरीदने हैं तो डायरेक्टली वेबसाइट पर जाइए. वेबसाइट पे जाके अपने फेवरेट मर्चेंडाइज को सिलेक्ट कीजिए, बी इट मार्वल और डीसी और हैरी पॉटर. वहाँ पे सिलेक्ट करने के बाद स्क्रॉल थ्रू योर फेवरेट प्रोडक्ट, जो भी आपको पसंद आता है उसको सिलेक्ट कीजिए डायरेक्टली एंड सिलेक्ट योर साइज. उसके बाद जाके अपने साइज को सिलेक्ट कीजिए, एड द प्रोडक्ट टू द कार्ट एंड उसके बाद आता है मेन स्टेप जहाँ पे आपको मिलेगा 20% डिस्काउंट. एंड टू गेट दैट 20% डिस्काउंट जस्ट अप्लाई द कूपन. कूपन का नाम है वॉर मीनिया 20. यहाँ पर डायरेक्टली टाइप कीजिए वॉर मीनिया 20 and just apply the coupon and voila, you saved $109 directly. तो जाइए जल्दी से अपने favorite merchandise की shopping करिए and get an instant 20% discount.
Experience tranquility.
He is insane. Bow before.
Reacher. Hobble just confessed to the murder. He admitted to things that didn't even happen.
The only way you'll know why Hubble confessed is if he tells you.
Yeah, well, maybe a weekend in lockup will motivate him. Let me know what he says.
What the hell does that mean? If you boys knew what's about to happen to you, you'd leave now. So I'll give you to the count of 3. 1, 2.
you two doing down here? Come on, let's go before the warden sees. Let's go, let's go!
Watch Reacher, February 4th. Only on Prime Video.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Fast Track's Reflex Walks Presents Pro Warrior Cup, managed and hosted by Mania Esports. And this is me, SouL37, and on my left side, it's Robin Shadow, and also known as Shadow. How are you feeling today, Shadow?
Excited because we are already in day number 3 of the final rounds, and after today only 4 matches will remain. That means 50% of the games are already over, 50% are still remaining, and today can be the deciding factor that which teams are going to be contesting for the top 3 positions, because the teams that are on the bottom of the leaderboard after today, their chances of coming up are slightly low, I'll say.
I mean, there are slightly low and pretty much to none, but after all, it's
None,
BGMI.
because I won't say none,
Yeah.
because the point difference matters a lot. The team on the second half of the page, if the point difference is something that they can cover up in the 4 games, then I can't say none.
I mean, it was like almost to none, but
Yeah.
looking at the performance by SouL and all the other teams, with them, Blind Esports and 7Seas Esports, I mean, looking at their performance, I mean, the teams are playing quite well, and they are very much, intended to play well, give their best performance. They are very much, blood driven, to for those victories. So it's kind of hard to imagine, but however, yeah, still we can wish best of luck for all those teams. However, we have 8 more matches left, and 4 matches will be played today itself. So yeah, anything can happen in BGMI, but let's be. SouL currently is right now on the top of the entire table, and what are your thoughts on that? Will they retain their title?
Certainly on the top, there is no doubt. But RCD Esports on day number 1, RCD was on the top of the leaderboard, and the point difference again, I'll say, is not that much between EXO, RCD Esports, and 7C Esports. And yesterday we saw on day number 2, 7C Esports jumped on the leaderboard. They are in the top 4 position. That means they are in a very good spot. They can also compete for the #1 position. One bad game and you might end up at the 5th position, so anything can happen. And we have seen team SouL performing on those sine graphs, having ups and downs. So anything like you say, anything can happen, but they have to be consistent if they want to maintain the #1 position, the top position. They need to make sure that they are consistent and they are not the first team to be taken out, especially in Mirabar, because we have seen RCD and Team SouL go up against each other in Picardo every single game. And if either of the team gets an elimination, they are the first one to get eliminated from the lobby. That means no points in that particular game.
Yeah, exactly. Just like we talked about earlier, like 8-bit versus Blind Esports, how they managed
Yeah.
to, knock them off, how Blind Esports overcame against the 8-bit team. So, talking about that, let's have a look once again at the prize pool here, ladies and gentlemen. The total prize pool is 4 lakhs INR, which is for the ultimate round. And once again, let me walk you through all those ranks. The first ranks will be getting 2 lakh Indian rupees, that is like half of the amount of the total prize pool. The second one will be 75,000 INR. The third rank, which is 40,000 INR. Fourth rank is 20,000. Fifth rank 15,000, and the MVP will be getting 25,000 INR, and once again the MVT also will be getting 25,000 INR. However, all those 3 ranks, I mean the first 3 ranks, will be getting the new edition of Fast Track Reflex Walks watches. I mean, what's better than that, Shadow?
What's better than that? I think the bragging rights are better than that, which you
Exactly.
get after being in the top 3, especially if you're in the first position, because you're getting the 50% of the money, 50% of the prize pool, that is 2 lakh Indian rupees. And alongside that, yes, 4 fast track watches, reflex walks with those jesty colors and time and time again we have been saying that it's very important to make sure you are monitoring your vitals, and these watches help you in monitoring that. They help you in monitoring the SPO2 level, sleep, and and Alexa built in to help you in multitasking also. So
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah,
they are an
exactly.
additional benefit. They are coming along with
You know,
that.
they are just like the, with I mean, I'm imagining the first prize, which is like 2 lakhs Indian rupees, and then on the other hand, I have those 4 watches. It's just like cherry on the top, like that's exactly what I wanted. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, fast track reflex watches are once again 1.69-inch screen, made of high quality materials in it, and it has a high quality band material also, and it has multi functionalities, completely AI controlled, and whether it has like more than 25 modes, which includes all the sports modes, and you can also take it into the water. You can dive into the water, track your heartbeat ratings, you can monitor your heartbeats, you can monitor your SpO2, blood SpO2 rank, monitoring, and I mean much more. I mean, whatever I say is less and less for these spectacular watches.
We can't praise them enough, but the teams are fighting for the prize pool also, and the bragging rights, and so much on the line along with that. So let's hope uh, they give a best competition to each other, because like yesterday also we saw so many drop clashes happening.
Yeah.
Today, are we going to witness the same thing, or there will be a change in the drop locations? But talking about the teams, which teams are competing against each other, these are the top 16 teams. And starting with Team SouL, we have then Team Xpark, then Team Exo is there, then we have Team NIgma Galaxy, Team Velocity is also there, UDog, OR Esports, Team Revenant, 8-bit is there, Team Blind, 7C Esports is there, Celsius is there, RCD Esports, Team Revenge, Team Freelancer. These 16 teams will be going up against each other.
Yes, exactly. All of these teams showing spectacular and phenomenal performances in all those which we have seen so far. So good, amazing. I mean, unpredictable victories. Like for example, the first match which we had, the Team FL, how they won the match. I mean, it was like great. I mean, it was completely unexpected on that swamp area, how they would win, how they would defend themselves. But finally, some way somehow they found out. I mean, they achieved that kind of victory. And as soon as we get closer by towards the victory, the fights are now getting more and more intensive as we march ahead towards the goal. So I think, Shadow, the battles from now on will be very much intriguing to watch, because so far so good. All of the teams now have been performing very well, because looking the battle since past couple of days. I mean, what I have gathered is each and everybody here is giving their 100%, and they are like just going toe to toe against each other. I mean, it's battle of the best.
The battle of the best, because almost 9,000 teams registered, and from there few teams have qualified for the finals round, and these are the top 16 teams. That means top 16 teams of our country are in the final round. Best of the best teams are there. That's where the competition is so close and tough. Even the top two position, having a look at the overall standings, 14-point difference. Team SouL having 100 points at the first position, a complete change from the conquest round to the ultimate round. They are on the top of the leaderboard. RCD Esports again very consistent. Two chicken dinners for them, 86 point, 14-point difference. But 7C Esports, they had a very good second day, I'll say. That's
Yeah.
where they are on the third position with 83 points, and a chicken dinner also to them. 7Cs were pretty aggressive, I'll say, because they have quite high finish points also.
Yes.
42 finish points, that means second highest finish points, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Team EXO, again, very consistent with their gameplay, very aggressive team, 77 points. No chicken dinner at all to this team. Let's see in day number 3. Can they go for this chicken dinner in any of the game, in any of the 4 games? But right now they are at the 4th position. Rivalry at 5th position with 76 points. Raven TYCO at 6th position with 70 points. team Freelancer, and mind you, this is a qualified team. They have
Team
qualified from
Freelancer.
those
Wow.
9,000 teams, and they are sitting at the seventh position with 67 points. Team NIgma Galaxy at the eighth position with 61 points. Velocity have jumped up in the leaderboard. They are in the on the ninth position with 57 points. Team Reckoning Esports at the 10th position with 54 points. These top 10 teams, well, they have chance to be on the top position, because any single bad game from the top three teams and consistent good performance coming from the bottom five teams, they can jump up.
Yeah, exactly. The top five teams from bottom can definitely jump up because looking at the chart, I mean, UDog India, not a bad performance, that should I say. I mean, 20 placement points and 21 finisher points is also a good point chart, which makes a total of 41 points. Again, Revenge Esports also performing decently well. I mean, exceptionally well, with 42 the total points, and they also have higher finisher points than UDog India. But let's see, as we talked about earlier, I mean, nothing can be expected from these spectacular teams. So let's have hope. And once again, talking about Team Freelancer, they must be feeling really proud, to be on the top 10. I mean, with the total of 67 points, no chicken dinner, but still 36 placement points and 31 finish points. I mean, they must be proud of themselves by here. And what if they just win it? I mean, it will be an incredible victory, climbing over to all over to the top. But let's see, let's have hopes on other teams also. Exactly, I mean, I have hopes on each and every team. Of course, I support everyone, but yeah, once again, looking at these data, I mean, that is what we can judge the teams from. But that is how they have been performing very well. So once again, this is best of luck to all the teams. And once again, a very nice chart here. I mean, a very nice performance by 7 Seas Esports. Once again, Team EXO, Rivalry Esports, Raven TYCO. I mean, brilliant performance. RCD Esports is consistently in the top five since the ultimate round, and SouL making all their way from the table number two towards table number one. I mean, such an insane journey, such a furious victories with those 21 kill chicken dinners. I mean, Team SouL is now just fired up, and let's see if they retain, or I mean, if they maintain, I mean, if they happen to defeat their title against these teams. Let's see, but anything can happen. And talking about the top fraggers list, I mean, two or three of the players are from the SouL itself. So I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Shadow? Actually, I'd like to see that from it, take that coming out from you. I mean, what do you think about that?
50% games are only over, 50% are still remaining. That means every single team is having the chance to change their spot in the leaderboard, like Team SouL did after day one. They got a chicken dinner with 21 finish points. That means 15 placement points, 21 finish points, more than 30 points you are having, almost 36 points you are having. So with 36 points, even the teams sitting at the 11th position, they can come to the second or the third position if the top teams are having bad performance or something. So anything can happen. The teams are definitely giving a very tough competition, like you mentioned about
Yes.
the team that has qualified, Team Freelancer. They have been consistently have facing drop location clash at Lipovka, and most of the time they are winning those fights. So this team definitely have the caliber, but the top fraggers of our game who are competing for that MVP prize, they are Snacks from Team EXO with 18 finish points. Then we have Akshat from Team SouL with 17 finishes. I'm sorry, Snacks has 18 finishes and
Yes.
Akshat has 17 finishes. 18 and 17 finishes. Only one
One
finish point
finish
difference.
difference. Yes.
Yes. Then we have SouL player 3 with 15 finishes. I wonder who he is. If you guys know in the chat who the SouL player 3 is, please spam the name. We would like to know who that player is.
Exactly. We would
And
like to know.
yeah. Then we have Team Rivalry MVP with 15 finishes. Then we have Team Raven TYCO. Uh, if
Type.
I'm not
Yeah.
wrong, Mash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tycho Mash
Mash.
Raven actually. Yeah.
Yes, from Raven TYCO team with 14 finishes. These are the top 5 contestants who are fighting for the prize money of the MVP and the title also. mind you, Sel, it's not always about the mini, it's also about the title. Mainly for the
Yeah,
title, the bragging rights,
exactly.
these teams always compete for that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can brag all the way around if you are the MVP of the entire series. So, talking about the first and second position, let's say the battle is quite heavy, quite intense, because it's just one kill difference. So, anything could happen. Literally anything could happen between the first and second positions. And talking about 3, 4, and 5, like 15, 15, and 14. I mean, that is also much more tougher than the first and the second positions. I mean, uh, for example, third and fourth positions, they just have they have equal equal finishes, but somehow Soul Player 3 is on third position, and Rivalry MVP is on the 15th, is on the fourth position, and Tycho Mash Raven also, he also could climb over to the top. I mean, anything could happen, anything at all. We are just 8 matches away to decide who will be the MVP of this match. So, ladies and gentlemen, these were the top players of the entire series, and I mean, I have no, I mean, my mind just blew away right now because looking at those results, just 1 2 point difference. I mean, what's going to happen? How would these players be feeling? I mean, such a pressure, maintaining that reputation also lands you on such a pressure, which might affect your gameplay. So the first thing on their mind is to be cool. So for being cool, I think you should grab a coffee. I mean, the coffee from Blue Tokai was very nice, pretty well, yeah. Oh yeah, and let's not forget about the Monster Energy drink. Yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
because definitely, I'm very sure these teams are sipping these monster energy caps. That's why they are unleashing the monster inside the game. I don't have any doubt. So, yeah, they are definitely going to replicate the same thing today also.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, of course, Monster Energy, like unleash the beast inside you. You unleash the beast inside you and you just go all the way in. And ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at the schedule of today. So,
Well,
first, yes.
yeah, please carry on.
Yeah, exactly. So first match will be Erangel. So Erangel, as we saw, we know all the top locations of the teams. Let's see how the teams will be defending each other over there. And once again, Miramar, the second map, uh, followed by Erangel. And later on, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Sandhawk map. And after that, after Sandhawk map, there'll again be the Erangel map. So let's see what happens over there, because Sandhawk is something which is completely unpredictable, completely unpredictable, completely unpredictable, because there are no specific drop locations, nothing to predict about, and it is such a small map with such an aggressive pace. It is also known as one of the aggressive maps, and followed by the fourth map, which will be Wrangle. And later on, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a fun match. Let's not forget about that. What are your thoughts on that? Did you just participate anytime in that match?
I did, and I was the first one to get an elimination, so I won't be competing again. But you guys can definitely take part in the viewers game. ID password will be available specifically on Loco, and you don't just get to play it. If you're the winner of the viewers match, you get the UCs and the chance to earn sold merchandise also. So many goodies are there for the winner of the viewers match. So
Yeah,
let's
exactly. And let me tell you, the sold store, it's a sold store, it's a merchandise partner. So they are they do sell apparels. But however, I have a good news for you. Did you just check a post a few days back? I mean, a couple of days back, they were also making a merchandise for Team Soul. I mean, you get to wear your favorite Team Soul t-shirts. So let's not wait for that. Hurry up, ladies and gentlemen, over there and order your favorite DC or Marvel fan, or even Harry Potter. They even have the World Wrestling Entertainment t-shirts as well. So yeah, if you are a big fan of those, you can always go there and grab. But before that, don't forget that we also have an option for 20% discount just by typing War Mania 20, which you might have seen in the ads. So let's not forget once again all those skins and all that. And yeah, for that you have to shift on Loco, by the way. Let me tell you that very first. Exactly. So the viewers match, the ID and password will be exclusively on Loco. So you have to install the app. If not, just grab your phone quickly and install the app and follow War Mania over there. And the ID and ID password will be given in the chat. So make sure to join. I might try as well today. Looking at all those goodies. I mean, I feel so greedy towards it. I mean, maybe if I win, I might.
T-shirt, you seem to be a little high on energy today, Sil. Is
Yeah,
it
exactly.
because of the T-shirt of the Monster Energy? Are you
Actually,
unleashing the monster and the
yeah, yeah,
energy
yeah,
today in the
exactly.
casting?
Exactly. I'll be unleashing that monster. I have one more drink ready,
I noticed you were sipping on that also.
Yeah.
The whole time in all the 4 games, you are constantly sipping on the monster energy. Is that why you won the viewers match also on day number 2?
No, no, I didn't win that viewers match. I was
Yeah,
almost
you
about to.
did. You
No,
came
no,
with a different name.
no, no,
Don't say you did win.
no.
But someone, we'll continue that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The match has now been
Just
started, ladies and
telling
gentlemen. The
me,
wait
yeah,
is up.
match.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry for that. Yeah.
uh,
So, you can tell the brief about that. Yeah. Go on, Shadow.
yeah, certainly the match is live on our screens, and ladies and gentlemen, don't mind Cell and me keep having the little banter about winning the viewers match. But talking about the game, the flight path is completely from the northern side. That means Yasnia towards Georgiopol. That also means a little problem for the teams that likes dropping in towards the southern island. Let's see which path, which route they are going to take. And Lipovka again, team Freelancer is going. This time again, there might be any other team also, but for now, they have the control of Lipovka, but Team Rivalry is going towards Milta Power, and Team Exo again they will go towards Milta. There is no doubt. Team Blind this time. I'm not surprised because Team Blind have 2 drops. If the flight path is not favoring, they tend to go towards the Kamishki area. Otherwise,
Okay.
they usually go towards Primorsk area. But where is 8-bit heading? Well,
Yeah,
towards
exactly.
Primorsk.
Where is 8-bit heading? That is the main question, actually. Let's see where the 8-bit heads. And as we see, Revenge Esports, sorry, Rivalry Esports 5911 has already been knocked out by Team NIgma Galaxy, and that is how Spawner only just finished up Team Rivalry's 5911, and that is how he says goodbye to the map, of course. And as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, the first blood taken by Spawner only at Milta Power, is it, or is it the northern side?
Circle is, but right now the team in the Milta Power, well, Team Enigma Galaxy is there. I still remember the Miramar game that they won. They got the chicken dinner. But this game in Erangel, let's see, they can go for it again because there are teams that are present in the nearby vicinity. That means they need to loot quickly and have their bags full because empty bags can't stand upright for a very long time. On the other side, Team 7Cs is also going towards their drop location. They like going towards the farm area. That means this time, because of the flight path, they have to make use of those vehicles, but be careful. Do not clash in your enemies because on the map I can see another team is also moving in that direction and they are a little ahead of 7Cs. Oh, so they need to be a little careful. But talking about the other teams, well, wait a minute. Were the
Yes.
2 players?
Yeah, they are
Yes,
just with 2 players. Yeah.
7Cs. Only
Yeah.
2-man army.
Yeah, Sarang and Savitar, that's it. Only Sarang and Savitar. Where are the other 2 players? I mean, they might have been busy with something, or there might be some problem with them. But anyways, yeah, go 7C Esports. On the other hand, as we see, Enigma Galaxy versus Rivalry Jhukega Nahi and MVP, who is at number 5th position, if I am not wrong, the number 5th top fragger. So let's see, it's team number 16 versus team number 12, and NXG Pain once again. The cavalry arrives, the backer up arrives from the eastern side, and now let's see how these teams overthrow the other teams, and let's see what happens. On the other hand, as we see, TYCO Cowboy has just now confirmed a kill on Abrar OP from the kill feed. NXG Pain has been knocked out by Rivalry Jhukega Nahi, and the Jhukega Nahi will again go for a confirmation over there, and NXG Pain also has been knocked out by Rivalry Esports over to the and as we see, Reckoning Esports has now been eliminated from the map, and Pushparaj OP from team number 4 with GodL, Z-God, Nayuk and GodL Kill. They are just looting Yasnaya, I guess, yeah, Yasnaya, and they are just gearing up over there, and the Pushpa Raj has almost a pretty good loot. I mean, level 3 helmet, level 3 armor initially is actually a plus point for them, because most of the teams by now should be they are maximum on level 2 or level 1 armor, so that is a plus point for them, to clutch it out. So let's see, and let's hope for the best for GodL. Let's see if we see a clutch from them. However, he's just reversing his car and maybe waiting for the players to get in and start their aggressive push. I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Shadow?
Team GodL, they always likes dropping in the Yasna area, we know that, but this time there is a little shuffle in the roster. But talking about their overall journey or their overall standing in the leaderboard, well, they are at the bottom, at the 18th position after day 2, and that means they need to step up. But I am having no doubt this is a very aggressive team. The minute they will start backing up, nothing is stopping them. But talking about Team VLT, this time the zone is definitely favoring them, because on the mini map I can see they are in the somewhere 50 meters or 130 meters around the nearby the circle.
Yeah, exactly.
That also means if the final circle moves downside, southern side, they are in an advantage position.
Yeah, exactly. They are in the advantage position, and as we see, team VLTS now has landed onto the military base area, and Rivalry MVP is once again going on towards team NXG. But NXG, I think, is just 2 players now, because 2 of them has now been knocked out. And as we see, SouL on the other hand, SouL is on towards SouL is against. I mean, they just went on for their normal usual drop at Gatka, and Celsius once again entered the quarry area. RCD Esports on to a way towards Georgepul, and as we see all those teams now coming up, planning their strategies. The circle, the second play zone, is on towards the eastern side of the map, which makes it more interesting. Let's see what the second circle would be. I mean, if it takes an immediate shift on the southern side, or maybe even the eastern side, I mean, the battle is going to be amazing. And as we talk about the battles, Rivalry Esports has already claimed 1 finish point over here, and by losing 1 player who was I think the first blood of this match, 5911. What a sad ending for him, but let's see what if Rivalry gets back on their feet, and how they perform in this.
This team Rivalry faced an opponent that is NIgma Galaxy in the Milta Power area, and they need to find a better position inside the circle. From Milta Power shorelines, they might go towards the southern side, and from the looks of it, yes, they are rotating towards the southern side of the map. So let's see if they are able to successfully find a safer position. But on the other side, talking about Team Revenge, well, they are on the rotation. They are going for the secondary loot, but they need to be careful, because I see another team on the mini map, and they are also rotating somewhere. If I'm not wrong, is that GodL team? Yes, that is the team of GodL. They are peppering few bullets in the direction of Team Revenge. No damage, nothing at all. But Team Revenge has realized there is an enemy present near.
Yeah, exactly. And as we see, Team GodL is going up against the plain areas. They are just looking for a fight at this point of time, because they are already ready. Everybody is fully geared up and fully functional, for fighting. And let's see what happens next time they go over to the other teams. And as we see, Pushparaj and GodL, Z-God, Nayuk, they are just analyzing. GodL Nayuk is kind of a lookout over here, and they are just looking for a fight right now with level 2 helmet and level 3 bag, 5 bandages, 4 health kits. I mean, that's a pretty good gear up for the start. And let's see if they have enough smokes or the grenades, just in case they have a sudden fight over to this specific area. And on the other hand, Rivalry MVP has just knocked down Spawner only. And as we see, GodL Gill has already spotted a player from RVNG Esports. Now I think he's giving call outs to his team. So let's see if they really want to fight with them. Let's see how the battle, if at all, if at all it erupts between them.
Split. I think that split, they are in a good position to spot an enemies to gather as much intel as possible, and they are certainly going to capitalize on that. But Team NIgma Galaxy seems to be in a lot of trouble, especially Artemis, because he doesn't have a good cover onto him. Team Rivalry is already taking shots. They are a little short on the numbers also. S-Power only has been knocked down. That means Ted and Artemis are the only two men standing right now. I think Ted is going for the revival onto his teammate, but on the other side, MVP of Team Rivalry is going for the flank angle. That means trouble, not just for the one player, two players. And if he's having a scope on his UMP 45, and he's definitely having that, Ted did give a revive, but now he is getting shot out. And with that, Jukega nahi finds a knock onto Ted. Not just Ted, his teammate also, NIgma Galaxy. Well, S-Power only need to heal up really fast. One more bullet and you can go down any minute. Artemis, let's see what he can do in this situation, because the situation is completely favoring the players of Team Rivalry. But on the southern side, Team Velocity is going for a fight. Team Blind is also going against the players of Team Freelancer. That means multiple fights are erupting.
Yeah, exactly. And let's see if the backup arrives for MGX. And because that car was also on fire, so he needs to get away from that car immediately. Just because if the car blasts off, that might hurt him, and that might hurt the game which they are into, and they might also lose their placement points. And on the other hand, SouL is making their way towards FL Blind Blaster. Okay, Blind versus FL Vamp, and let's see, it's Vamp just smoke and then grenade. Later on, Blind, I think, what a grenade from the Blind Blaster. I mean, just blasted off towards CL. Now MJ took on the Cowboy Blaster. Yeah, again, blasting off Vamp over there. And now it's Zeno. I think, yeah, Zeno and his friend CB all the way to defend Team FL from Blind's assault. Let's see what emerges over there. There is a grenade out and another Molotov out towards Blind Blaster, and Killua and Illims are now fighting back. And let's see, Killua, Team Raven TYCO has now been eliminated by Killua. Killua just knocked out FL Vamp over there, and Zeno is again, I think, leaving the battle, retreating for now, and I think he's losing all the placement points. But will he survive the assault from Blind Esports? Because Blind seems not to be backing off from this fight, because they are already dominating over there. So with one player left, FL is now retreating over from there. And SouL player, he has already scoped out OR Jelly. He has a mini 14, and that is just tap away. OR Jelly is just tap away, even if he peeks out. But yeah, he also has a better gun over there. His spray is also great. I mean, yeah, he was just one bullet away. I mean, if that shot wouldn't have been missed, I mean, OR Jelly would have been knocked out. And yes, he is knocked out by SouL Akshat from the other side. What a play by Team SouL. I mean, one decoy and another shoots. I mean, that is a great strategy. On the other hand, as we see, 8-bit has now been knocked out by Velocity. 8-bit Raid once again retaliating against VLT, as we see on the kill feed. Juicy confirms a finish on VLT Kratos, as we see. SouL now making their way towards finishing the team, or no, they are just planning to stay put over in this building and try to defend that particular area. And as we see, GodL is somehow lurking around them, and they are just seeking the battle over to them, and they are just peeking on towards Team SouL. Oh no, it's not Team SouL, it's the other team around in that vicinity. Yeah, it's Team OR. So I think GodL is also targeting OR, which gives SouL a plus point, to camouflage themselves in this building. Just peek and fire, and take the advantage of those two teams fighting.
Well, so it's are erupting. Velocity versus 8-bit, and on the other side, Team OR also, they were on a split position. So many fights. The kill feed was running and still running. Team Celsius looks like is doing the third party also, because they have knocked down one of the player. 8-bit Juicy also goes down through a grenade. Celsius player 5, what a perfect grenade, but Atanki, who was already down, Celsius player 5 gets a confirmation onto him. 4 finish points for this team. They are picking up multiple fights on multiple fronts and winning every single of that. So let's see if they can gather more finish points. On the minimap, I can already see there is no another team or opponent present in the nearby vicinity. That means whoever were there in the nearby, they have been eliminated. Team 8-bit has been eliminated. Kudos to the grenades that were coming in from Celsius player 5. Perfect timing of the third party. But right now, Pushpa Raj, I'm sorry, goes for the knocks down to 2+ of Team OR in a single spray. But look at his HP. This was the moment the other players could have taken shot onto him. But let's have a look at the replay. The way he was giving damage, coming back into the cover area. Perfect use of that weapon, UMP45. And UMP45 is a beast gun in close range. I have
Exactly. And what a reflex shown by that particular player. I mean, what a quick reflex. Pushparaj OP with that, reflexes and OP spray taking out both the players. And SouL team is now just razzing players, and that is how Team OR, I think, leaves the map, which has been finished by Team GodL. SouL Pew Pew is somehow knocked again with Goblin, and Goblin has now been revived, and now it's time for Pew Pew to be revived. And I think SouL should retreat for a while and take fights more safely. And as we see, the zone has now shifted towards the bridgy area, towards the Milta shelter area. So I think the battle is going to be more intensive in these areas, and most of the teams, as we see, are inside towards the circle. Celsius is on the edge, and as we see, RE team is now approaching from the northwestern side of the map, and Team SouL are completely unpredictable of what strategy they are planning. They are just shooting and rotating, giving up their positions by shooting and then just rotating over, and once again the lookouts are shooting and once again rotating. I really don't know what's cooking over to what's SouL cooking actually. So, but that is quite good strategy. They are just finding kills where they are just finding finishes wherever they can, and if they find that they can finish it, then they just finish it off, and then they just pull away. But Goblin and Pew Pew are going for a fight over here, and RCD once again going up against RE, which Rockstar has now been knocked out. And as we see, SouL once again rushing towards RCD. They are just taking the advantage of the two people. They are just going for a third party, and with that fantastic grenade, however, the grenade pulled off outside. And SouL Pew Pew once again going in for the knock, and Snivy has been knocked out, and now he might go for a finish over there. RCD is in a bad position right now. So is SouL, because Goblin has now been knocked out, and Goblin has been eliminated by Celsius. Team Celsius, which is constantly picking up the fights now against SouL. SouL lost one player, and the two of their players are now knocked out. Celsius in complete control. I think they have Team SouL entirely surrounded. Let's see how Team SouL reacts to it, how they will retaliate, how they will avenge SouL. Yeah, exactly. How they'll avenge SouL. Goblin and Celsius has them surrounded from all the sides. Grenades, grenade after grenade. They are just throwing off grenades, and SouL is just smoking, and that is how they blasted Team SouL out of the map. I mean, what a gameplay by Team Celsius with 10 finisher points in one single game. On the other hand, RCD, Moksha and Rexboy are still in that building. They are just defending, and I think Team Celsius knows that they are in it, and they are just throwing grenade after grenade. I mean, what a strategy. And that is how RCD Rexboy goes down, and I think the SouL team will now enter and isolate the team completely. And I think that is what I expect to see. RCD Esports once again will both of their players now go down, with which gives Team Celsius 12 finisher points with a full team, a full 4-man team. What a performance by Team Celsius.
Celsius has always been a strategical team. I've been appreciating them from past 2-3 months when they qualified first time in another event. So this is a team we need to look out for, because their rotations, their timings of moving inside the circle. They even go for a secondary drop also sometimes in the map. So that has always been on point, and their coordination also, without losing any member, they have gathered 12 finish points for themselves. Same goes for Team EXO also. This is also a very strategic team that likes to read on to their opponents and improvise accordingly. But looking at the zone, well, we have a circle in favor of Team EXO, Team Rivalry,
Exactly.
even Team VLT also, because they are on the southern side. But circle, the
Oh,
zone has another things
what a
in
shift.
its mind. It goes in the favor of Team GodL completely.
Yeah, Team GodL is completely inside the circle. They are just in the heart of that circle, and that drop is for the taking. My taking. I mean, all those overpowering weapons, all those goodies. I mean, I just wish that there is no really a shotgun in that. But yeah, whatever. There will be great guns in that, and they will be obviously they will have the improved gear with them. But Celsius is now marching towards the circle. Team EXO, as you saw, yeah, they are quite good at reading. They are quite good at overthinking the other players. They move very much strategically, and they also have a good coordination between the players. On the other hand, we have Team 7C's Esports with just two players, which is Sarang and his friend. And let's see, Savitar, exactly, Savitar and Sarang. Let's see what they pull off here. I mean, they are looking at this point. They are looking for placement points. But let's see, Team Celsius is on fire, and I think Player 4 has now suspected an enemy in the near vicinity. And let's see if Celsius player number 4 is just giving call towards his players, and that is vast area. I mean, the shots could come from anywhere and everywhere. However, backup soon arrives for him, and I think he's just waiting for the backup. And yeah, player 5 just arrives. Okay, and he just gets back into the buggy, and they are finally retreating. I mean, that is quite back in retreat. I think they are rotating while there are other players just stay on the edges of the circle. Yeah, they have chosen to stay on the edge of the circle. I mean, quite a strategical move, because you don't want to be in the heart of the circle defending yourself from all the sides. And as we see, GodL already finding a knock on UDog, and they have the north lookouts. I think, yeah, they are already on to them. And let's see, 7C's Esports, Sarang and Savitar are not that far away from them. They are also in the nearby vicinity. But let's see, on the other hand, Blind Esports also took a fight against the other team. Let's see which team is that. But however, UDog India, Rambo and Kishu, they are just making their way. They are just defending themselves. But Kishu is running onto the open grounds. Let's see, it's all the battle about skills now, because they are running over. He better be a good sprayer, because he better give a good spray actually. That will only make him survive. And on the other hand, Blind has one player knocked out over here. As we see, team number 14, Blind, is one play. I'm not knocked out exactly. He was at 1 HP. Pushparaj, on the other hand, finds. I mean, he's just scouting for the other players. He's just waiting for that opening. Maybe he's trying to find another knock, maybe, so that his team can regroup over to his side, and then maybe after that they can push them. But Celsius, on the other hand, comes all the way lurking around from the north, and this might just be a problem for GodL. And as we see, the circle has now taken another shift towards the southeastern side, and Pushparaj once again gets back into his car, and GodL Kill almost found scoped out a player. But let's see, they are just currently focusing on UDog. On the other hand, Velocity Daljit is behind UDog. I mean, anything could happen, Shadow. This is a moment where you have to defend and attack at the same time.
You have to defend your position and you have to attack also. That what Battle Royale is about. But seeing Freelancer has been eliminated at 9th position, Z-God, he needs to make cover and deploy some grenades, but he gets taken down by the players of Team UDog. But Team Blind, on the other side, they have a complete good position inside the circle, a good compound for them. Even I can say the same thing for the players of Team GodLike, but Gil with that mini finds a confirmation on the uphill. I can see the players of Team UDog, they can certainly do a third party on the players of Team GodL, who have been reduced to 3-man squad. But looking at the other rotations, Team Celsius, they have been super aggressive throughout the game. 12 finish points for them. even in the circle this time, I won't say they are in the best of the best position, but a good position to get finish points if they show good synergy and coordination, because Team Rivalry might go up against them and Team Blind can do a third party also. The circle is definitely favoring them. On the southern side, we have Team EXO. Again, a good position for Team EXO. Let's see what rotation path they are going to opt for, either towards GodL or towards Team Celsius.
Yeah, exactly. And as we see, Team EXO is now on their way towards 7 Seas Esports, where Sarang and his buddy Savitar has now been eliminated. I think, yeah, EXO completely wipes out the 7 Seas Esports, which had only 2 players, and that was a mistake by GodL. The grenade, he threw it on himself. But let's see if GodL will be able to defend itself against UDog India, because UDog also inside the and knocking out the GodL players. I mean, that was a completely unbelievable strategy by UDog India. Pushparaj once again, can he clutch it out? Yeah, he almost knocked out Kishu and he finished up Kishu. UDog is now just defense squad and it's 1 versus 2. Let's see if Pushparaj can clutch the entire team. No, blind blaster from on the other side. He just moved out Team GodLike, and that is a plus point for Team UDog India with 3-man squad now. But they also have to look out for the Team Blind and all the other teams. EXO now making their way, marching into the circle and just scoping out the entire circle. They are just looking if there are any enemies nearby, because they just have to defend the circle if possible. And as we see, Team Celsius is on a 2-way battle, because on the northern side they have Rivalry Esports and on the southern side it's Blind Esports, if I'm right. Yeah, it's Blind Esports, and Blind Esports has a great cover. Celsius somehow finds a knock at Rivalry Jukega Nahi, and player 5 also confirms that kill. It was just a grenade away from, and Rivalry Esports has now been completely wiped out from the map. What a performance by Celsius, I mean. That was a great performance. On the other hand, as we see, they are now making their way towards Blind Esports. The circle is way too small now, the play area, and it's again shrinking soon. They just have 30 seconds, to react. And as we see, now they are just scoping out the players. They are just, identifying what all players are there. They are just analyzing the situation and analyzing the battle area. As we see now, there are smokes everywhere all around Team Blind. Team Blind, I think, with only 2 men strong, and Celsius with a complete squad over here. Now they just drive into the circle. As we see, Daljit from Team Velocity is already in, and Celsius, UDog India just knocks out Celsius over there. A player from Celsius now has been knocked down. They are into the heart of the circle now. Let's see what they do, how they get back on their feet, how their synergy works. But UDog is completely merciless UDog India. They are just getting aggressive, picking up fights after fights, battle after battle. What a performance by UDog as well as Team Celsius. And Blind Esports now finds a knock on Team EXO, and multiple battles in a small area. Shadow, I mean, the fight is getting intensive, more and more. Nothing can be said about it right now. Nothing can be said.
Well, UDog have certainly gotten so much intel onto the opponent teams. Right now, they are going for the confirmation onto the players of Team Blind, specifically Hilwa. Even on the other side, Celsius player has already been confirmed. That means Celsius is standing as a 1-man or 2-man army. We have to look at that, but Snacks goes down to the hands of William. Fierce is going for the revive, but they are in a tricky position because one grenade, things can end. But Fierce is the one who is going to capitalize on that, because with one single grenade, he eliminates the entirety of Team Blind. No, one player is still remaining, but multiple finishes coming in. Blind standing with a single player, but he is inside the circle. Kilwa, but Team UDog, they have the ridge, they have the intel, they know where the player of Team Celsius player 5 is. He has 3 first aids, but with a vehicle explosion, UDog eliminates Team Celsius, one of the most aggressive team in this lobby.
Yes.
They have been eliminated at the 4th position. But Team EXO, Fierce is the last man standing. UDog having the numbers advantage. Team Blind, last player, still hiding somewhere inside the circle, and UDog is hunting for him. But Fierce, he's going to change his position. Let's see what he's going to do.
Yeah, exactly. As we talked about. I mean,
Courtesy to that smoke, he has already gotten the intel that one of the player is on the extreme left side of
yeah,
him.
exactly.
And let's see what's gonna happen. UDog still having the numbers advantage at Killua. He's not making any move. He's being so silent.
Yeah, Killua is just sneaking all his way around, but the smokes has now been thrown away, and I think UDog exactly knows that there is a player over in that direction, and they are focusing right on that direction itself. So they are like 3 men strong, and on the other hand, Blind and Exo are just 1 man strong each. But as we talked about Exo, what a strategic performance! What a grenade by Exo Fierce, knocking down the entire Team Celsius. But I think Team Celsius was, I mean, Blind Esports was, reviving each other. So I think the player might have given the call that they are reviving. So that is how Exo
Look
Fierce
at
reacted.
Mystic.
Yeah,
Look at
exactly.
Mystic. The way
Mystic.
he's crawling, he knows where Fierce is and he's going for the shot.
What a
And he
victory.
eliminates him and gets a winner chicken dinner. Mystic. Whoa, man. You get the chicken dinner. 8 or 9 finishes to UDog. Very good gameplay coming in.
Very good game. So much intensive in this battle, but ladies and gentlemen, what a victory by UDog once again. And UDog, ladies and gentlemen, takes the winner chicken dinner, the winners of this match. What a performance by UDog. I mean, completely unthinkable. I mean, they just overthink the team, and last, the crawling from Fierce. I mean, ultimate that was. What a, I mean, sorry, Fierce.
Fierce had no idea
Yeah,
from
Fierce
where
had no idea.
Mystic
Exactly.
came
Sorry,
in
my bad.
and rotated. Fierce was anticipating the players to be somewhere else. He didn't
Yeah.
realize one of the player of UDog Mystic has already rotated and he's crawling his way towards him. And that was a good composure, I'll say composure and intel and synergy coming from the players of Team UDog because they had the complete control of the zone. Even
Yeah.
though initially Team Blind was having the numbers advantage, later on the grenades that were coming in from UDog team onto the players of Team EXO also. Fierce
Yeah.
was the last man standing. They made sure they have all their players, all the 3 players, till the final moment. And later on, it was Mistake who put the final nail in the coffin and got that winner chicken dinner.
Yep, what a performance once again by UDog India. I can say that at this point, Shadow, UDog, fought their way towards that particular chicken dinner. I mean, they fought their way towards that victory. They tried it quite hard. I mean, they were surrounded so many times, but some way, somehow, they managed to retreat from all those fights and maybe win those fights, and later on emerged victorious. What a victory by UDog India. What a victory by them.
They had. They had this.
Yeah, exactly. They
Monster
definitely had
energy.
this.
That's
Yes.
why they were unleashing the monster inside the game, and Team Celsius also. I think Team Celsius had 2 of these.
Yeah, they had 2 of these.
That's why they have the highest finish points.
Yeah, exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, our energy partner, Monster, unleashed the beast. That is what Team Celsius also did. And later on, Team UDog India completely unleashed that beast inside them. And Shadow, they had complete control over the last circle. While they were in the last 2 circles, they had complete map knowledge, complete synergy with them. That was another plus point. And the calls which they were giving, the third thing was the calls which they were giving to each other. I mean, the response, the reflexes, the strategies, to outthrow the other team, and how that crawling over to the edge of the zone, how the last player, just crawled out his way from the edge of the zone towards the player Exophiers. That was a shot. I mean, he just immediately popped out from nowhere, and Exophiers had nothing, to defend himself. Even behind that buggy, the shot was so accurate by Team UDog that it just landed instant chicken dinner over there. What a performance.
UDAG had more space to move around with,
Yes.
to play around with, as compared to the solo players of Team Blind and Team EXO. That's why it was quite obvious at around 28 minutes in the game. We
Yeah.
anticipate that it is going in the favor of Team UDog India. So they had the numbers advantage, and the good thing is they were not clustered in one position. They were pretty much spread out in all the directions. They were looking in all the three directions and taking multiple shots.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic, phenomenal victory by Team UDog India. So I just can't wait, to see all those amazing highlights. Let's have a look at them.
Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget. But you're breaking down my walls again, just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I do I, baby, why do I do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget. But you're breaking down my walls again, just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
ladies and gentlemen, what an energetic performance by UDog India as well as Celsius as well as GodL. I mean, that was amazing, reflexes by that UMP45, which the GodL player showed up. What was his name once again, Shadow? I mean, great player. Wow.
Certainly a great gameplay coming in, but more good gameplay coming in from Celsius. The way they have been playing, I just want to see their position in the leaderboard after this game, because having 12 or 13 finish points, if I'm not wrong, last I saw it was 12, but we'll see in the leaderboard how many finish points they got. And UDog also. These teams, I'm just waiting for the leaderboard, the points table, that where they are going to be in the overall standings, because after this game, well, things are taking a turn, especially 8-bit leaving the lobby pretty early inside the game, and things are definitely changing for them. But Team EXO was pretty much consistent, so I'm not worried about their position. They are still consistent.
Yeah.
But that was it for the game. We unfortunately won't be seeing the points table for now, and we'll be leaving your stream, guys. The English desk is almost over for the rest of the games and the viewers match. You have to head on to Logo, and the game is already live. I'll tell you, the game is already live over there. The flight path I can already see, but I'm not going to reveal. The Miramar is live. Your favorite players are dropping on to their favorite drop locations. So without any delay, just head on to Logo, because I don't want to miss any action. And that was it from me and SouL. We'll bid you bye-bye for today.
And yeah, last but not the least, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you like it, make sure to leave a like. Definitely do happen to leave a like. And once again, let me tell you, War Mania, the Pro Warrior Cup hosted by once again Fast Track Reflex Walk Series. And once again, guys, I'll tell you once again that make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more intensive battles.
Follow us.
Exactly, and follow us as well. Yeah,
socials are right there. If you liked our casting, you can follow us on our Instagram.
Of course. So this is the point where we say goodbye, and once again, have a nice night. What a match, and see you on Loco.
Yeah. I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now, get ready for defeat now. I'm gonna make you bleed out. Listen on repeat now and weed out all the weak now. Get up and make a change, don't remember yesterday. If you got something to say, speak your mind before your grave, cause your life is yours to save. Ain't nobody gonna change, everybody stays the same. So be different, make a name,
like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I march until it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I march until it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I march until it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. March until it's over.
It's ridiculous, I'm spitting this meticulous and limitless, while others out there spitting shit got hits up on the charts and I see why other artists quit, cause people don't reward good shit. They love to hate but hate to live. Society, you swing and miss, and honestly I get it. Promise me you won't regret it. Wasting energy, forget it. Don't look back, go on and get it. Bite the bullet just a bit, bite your tongue and don't say shit. Make your actions hard to miss, be a legend not a myth. Yeah. It's obnoxious that I'm conscious, rapping honest as promise. Try to harness, as an artist stay modest. It's a long quest, I will not quit till 10,000 people going off when I drop this. I gotta make it now, swear to God I'm breaking out, swear to God I'll take a bow.